Episode second, how the stability is required for the transistor, or you can say the transistor bias in Y is needed, that we already studied. Now let us see what is the stability and how we can measure the stability. The stability, it can be measured by two ways. One is a thermal runaway, which is not covered in your syllabus, and second way to know the stability, there is a stability equations. The stability equation, that is S is equal to the change in a collector current with respect to change in a leakage current. So this is S is equal to DIC by DICO. So this term CO, which indicates it is a leakage current. Now, earlier in second semester we studied the general expressions of the transistors collector current, that is known as is equal to IC. IC is equal to beta time IB plus leakage current ICEO. That means IC composed by majority carrier as well as minority charge carrier. The minority charge carrier are known as a leakage current. Now let us transfer this equation in terms of beta. That is beta IB plus beta plus 1 ICBO. Now we have two terms. One is ICBO, another is a ICB. So in general, we would like to mention as simply ICO. So this is equal to beta time IB plus beta plus 1 ICO. Now you can understand, this is the leakage current part, this is the majority charge current. Now we are bothering about the change in IC because of generating the leakage current, or you can say because of generating minority charge carriers. So how minority charge carriers affect to total collector current IC, and that is why we need to see the change of the collector current IC with respect to leakage current. So this is necessary that you take the derivations of IC with respect to ICO, leakage current, and that is the mathematical protocol. Whenever you have to find out the change in a certain quantity, then you have to derivate it. You have to derivate it. So let me derive IC by DIC is equal to beta time DIB DIC plus beta plus 1 DICO upon DIC. The beta of the transistor is a constant. Obviously beta plus 1 is a constant, so you can't derive or you can't derivative of the beta. So now what happened? This is DICO upon DIC. We have the stability equations as is equal to DIC upon DICO. So this is 1 upon S. This is 1 upon S. So let me write, this is 1 is equal to beta DIB upon DIC plus beta plus 1 upon S. Now what to do? Just you simplify the equation. with respect to only S. That is why 1 minus beta time dId upon dic is equal to beta plus 1 upon S. So the S is equal to beta plus 1 upon 1 minus beta time dId upon dic. Now this is your stability equation. We could find out this stability equations by stability factor S. So this is ultimately our measuring part, and that is known as a stability equations. So mind them and remember this equation. We can say this is equation number A. So any circuit we can estimate it by use of stability equations. Now let me start with few circuits that is in your syllabus to know how they are stable. So I have name of the circuits that we are going to study for the stability point of view, and that is one, fixed bias circuit, or you can say base bias circuit. Second, emitter. Bias circuit. Third, feedback biasing circuit. And last, voltage dividing circuit. So only four circuit that we would like to estimate it or study for the stability point of view, how the circuits are stable. So first, that is the fixed bias circuit, that is the name is a base bias circuit also, and in first episode I've shown in the blackboard. So let me start with the fixed biasing circuit. Suppose I have a circuit this is applied power supply, RC, emitter is grounded for a common, this is R. Very simple circuit. And earlier we studied in second semester that fixed bias circuit with the two power supply, and how the two power supply circuit can be converted into single power supply circuit, or you can say that fixed bias circuit it is converted into equivalent circuit. And now we will use this equivalent circuit in next other circuit also. You see, there is a input area, this is the output area, or you can say output loop, this is input loop, and there is a base emitter, voltage drop VBE. Now what will happen? Suppose I use circuit analysis. How to provide any circuit analysis? It's a very simple. Just you have to look input and output, and just you apply Kirchhoff second law. Now I am applying Kirchhoff second law to input area. What will happen? This is the VCC. VCC is equal to current flow will take place, that is known as IB from base resistance. So it will provide IB RB voltage drop and V plus VBE. Your equation is over for the input. So this is equation 1, and you see this is VBE, the base emitter junction drop voltage, and it is very small. Suppose silicon, this will be 0.7, germanium, this is near to 0.325. In compared to VCC, suppose I apply VCC with the 5 volt. So 0.7 volt is a negligible. So let me neglect VBE term. This will be VCC IB RB. Now you have need of IB to operate the circuit. How? See and remember output characteristic. This is IB1, IB2, IB3. This is IC and this is VCE. This is common emitter connections. Remember, this is common emitter connections, and that's why we are bothering the common emitter output characteristic. And suppose your load line may be here, and suppose it is your operating point Q, then Q has need IB2 current. Q has need IB2 current, and that is why your IB will be fixed to operate at the operating point. That is why in this circuit I have VCC upon RB is equal to IB for VCC upon IB is equal to RB. Your VCC is fixed and your desirable IB input current is also fixed for the Q point, and that is why RB automatically fixed. That's why the name is a fixed bias. RB automatically become a fixed as per your desirable IB with respect to applied power supply. Right? So this is the circuit analysis for the fixed bias circuit. Very easy. It has few steps to analyze the circuit and very easy to understand the physical significance also. So now this circuit is fixed bias. The name, you can now understand the name of the fixed bias. And let me start with VCC upon IB is equal to R. Suppose your VCC has 5 volt need of IB is 20 microampere. So this will be your resistance RB. You can solve it easily. The value is almost 0.25 into 10 raised to 6 ohm. So this will be 250 kilo ohms is equal to RB. So RB become a fixed. That's why further I repeat, the name is fixed bias circuit. Now let us start with the circuit analysis. The stability factor is S is equal to 1 plus beta upon 1 minus beta time DIB upon DIC. This is our stability equation, just earlier we derived. Now you see the variations of the base current with respect to collector current. But you see our Q point and with respect to IB current is a fixed, and that is why our RB is fixed. That means the base current is independent of collector current, and that's why these variations it shows the zero value. Both are independent of each other, and that's why you can't derive. That means 1 plus beta upon 1 minus 0. This is 1 plus beta. So the stability factor is 1 plus beta. Suppose your transistor has the value of the 50 of beta, then this variation shows 51 times. That means stability factor is very high. That means it shows variations in a beta with the thermal aptitude. It shows 51 times. So the stability is factor very high, and that is why stability is very less. And that is why this circuit normally not preferable. But sometimes, suppose for the certain application point of view, its use, then the advantage and disadvantage both are attached with this circuit. So what will be the advantage? It is very simple to connect circuit. You have need of only RB resistance. Obviously RC is always there. So that's why you have to join only extra resistance RB. So this is the advantage. But disadvantage, that means your stability factor is very high. That means circuit is not as stable against the thermal runaway, and that is why the circuit is not preferable. So thank you friends. In next episode we shall describe next circuit. Okay, fine. My WhatsApp number that I would like to mention here. Feel free, you can call me anytime, you can WhatsApp me anytime. I will answer your query. Don't hesitate. Stay at home and study. Okay, fine. Have a good day.